Good morning. Happy Wednesday. I am excited to paint. Hi, Anita. Hi, Artsy Cal Gal. What a fun name. I love that. Hi, Barbara. How are you guys? Hi, Laura. Good morning, Judy. Now I know what that K Corb is there, Judy K Corb. I love that. Hi, Natasha. Stella Studio. Rosemary. How are you guys? I had a change of plans. I was going to do a dog portrait this morning, and I changed my mind at the last minute because I realized I have a meeting today, and it got moved up a little bit earlier, and I don't want to rush. So, hi, Ellen. So I am going to paint limes because I did lemons like yesterday or the day before, and I haven't posted them yet, but I thought it'd be cute to do them as a set. So good morning to North Carolina. Is it beautiful in North Carolina? Hi, Kathy. I'm always a little envious of down south where you get warm so early. We're still kind of having cold weather, although we're able to get outside. Okay, let me turn this around. So I'm going to paint these lines just for fun. I actually did it because I thought that I was going to have to end early, but I think I should be okay. You know, it's funny. I'm sure I probably could, but I don't like to like rush. You know, art can't be rushed, right? Something doesn't work right when you rush. I rush every other piece of my life. This is the one thing I do that I don't rush. So what's new with everybody? Are you guys all still totally quarantined? We are here in Pennsylvania. I heard we had a little bit more of a resurgence. I don't know if it was because of Easter. I'm not sure. I heard our numbers went up again recently. I'm sure ready to get out and about again. Same, Sandy says. Yep. So yeah, life's been crazy. I love being home. Yeah, I do too. I actually like working from home. I like the flow of it. I like, I get up from, I have an advertising and design business as my real job that I've had forever. Most of you probably already know that, but some people don't. And I'm working it, from my dining room. And I kind of like being home. I used to run it from home, but, we had employees and our house wasn't big enough for it. So my office is only a couple blocks from my home. But it's nice being able to get up from working and go for a walk or switch the laundry, just to take care of other things. And then at the end of the day, I don't feel like I'm behind on everything like I normally do when I get home from work. When I work at the office, I feel so behind. I feel like I have to hit the ground running, like there's no time to even take a breath because it's time to dive into making dinner. Now I can start dinner, put it in the oven, let it cook, and then, go back to work. So there's a nice flow to it, I think. Do you guys feel the same way? Are most of you still working? How many of you do art all day? Does anybody do that? That's what I want to do. I think that just sounds like so much fun. But I don't know. I've never done it, so I might get bored. I might not like it. See, let me get another. So I'm just putting down my transparent colors here. Yeah, I've been doing a lot more walking, a lot more yoga. Even though I'm not going out to yoga, my yoga instructor's teaching online, which is fun. From Macau, China. Wow. Are you using acrylic? Sheila, no, I'm using oil paints today. I have been playing with acrylics, and I'm absolutely having a ball with them. Hi, Dee. How are you? I'll show you the one that I was playing with here. I'm just not sure where I'm at with it. I don't know. I kind of love it, but there's a part of me that wants to do a million other. Here, let me show it to you. I'm happy with it, and it's really fun. And it's all acrylics. It's pretty big. But like I'm itching to like make one of them black and white, and one of them like a watermelon. Like so they're all real fun, like maybe it needs to be brighter. I don't know. But I like it the way it is. So I'm thinking maybe I could just stop on that one and start another one. Like, why not, right? The white background, yes, I do. Well, I'm kind of making my background not white right now, if that makes any sense. Like I'm putting down my transparent colors so that I'm not on white. I have been experimenting a little bit with putting down the burnt sienna background, and I'm enjoying that. But for this, I wanted to do the colored background. Do you think so, Anita? Is it good as it is? Yeah, I might just stop and start another one. So I really enjoyed the process of it. And I want it to be more summery and more, like I feel like I need to make a color palette. Like I'm still learning my acrylic colors and how to make them and how to get them to look like I want them to look. So it's got everything going on. Good morning, Emily. MX Smith is my daughter. She's the one with the puppy that you might have seen in my story lately. Coda, the German Shepherd. I wanted to paint him too. Maybe I'll paint him next week. What is the benefit of not toning your canvas? Well, this is just the way I paint. I guess this is kind of the toning of my canvas, this layer of transparent colors, I think takes the place of doing that. And this is on ampersand gesso board, so the smoothness of it is part of what I love about it. I do like tone my canvas with gesso first when I'm painting on canvas. All right, I'll paint him next week. Should I paint a dog next week? A little sweet Coda. I need a sip of my coffee. What's everybody having today, coffee or tea? I always ask that question when I'm painting like this bright and early in the morning, but it's a little later now, isn't it? I just make 1 cup of coffee and it lasts me quite a while. I think I need to put something unexpected and fun in here too. I'm going to do this manganese blue hue with a little bit of green. I love that color. Having coffee. Brew some. Oh, good. Jennifer's brewing some coffee. Oh, so I was saying, I don't know if there's any benefit or negative of toning your canvas, like with a wash of like a burnt sienna. It's just a matter of preference and what feels fun, I think. No wrong answers. Oh, guys, did you see my post? I did a podcast. It's called the Learn to Paint podcast, and Kelly Ann Powers interviewed me several weeks ago. And I was thinking that I wasn't sure what I was going to think of it. And I'm happy with how it turned out. She really did a great job, because sometimes I worry that do you know what I mean? I'm worried I'm going to say something stupid or sound stupid or forget what I want to say or whatever. But she really pulled out my good side, I think. I was happy with how I sounded. I didn't listen all the way to the end. I still have to do that, but let's just say I wasn't mortified. She did a wonderful job, and it was very informative. Oh, thank you, Cheryl. I'm glad you think so. Yeah, I think she did a great job. She's a natural interviewer. She made it that talking to her, like I almost forgot that she was recording it, which is, I think, the way interviews are supposed to be, right? She really was good. All right, so that's a fun beginning. Oh, good. I'm glad you're going to listen to it later today. And follow her on Instagram, too. I'm sure she's trying to build her following. I need to promote that a little bit more, that she did that. I had a crazy day yesterday. I don't even think I posted in Instagram that I was doing this morning, did I? I think I forgot. And then, then I realized that I was supposed to have a meeting at 10 o'clock. And I was like, oh, my goodness, I can't switch it now. But life goes on, right? It's all good. So what are you guys working on? Are you working on anything exciting or new or different or that you're loving? I have a great big canvas that I want to start. And I can't stop thinking about it. I need to just figure out what I want to do and dive in and stop planning and just... I was reading Marie Forleo's book, Everything is Figure-outable, like last night, and she was talking about how just do things, like don't wait until you're ready, because you'll never be ready. You'll just keep finding reasons not to start doing something. So that's what I'm going to try to do. Painting tulips. Oh my gosh, that sounds like so much fun. Just started with the Posca pens per your lesson last week. Aren't they wonderful? They have such a nice smooth line. I need to get a few more of those. Word of the year, pottery pieces. Oh, I love that. What is the word of the year? Is there a word of the year? Or each person's? You mean a person can get a piece of pottery with their word of the year on it? I love that idea. I was going to go I have these cute little, at my office, these cute little rubber stamps that I bought from Terrain a couple years ago. And I just thought of them the other day. And on these pieces like that I'm doing with acrylic, I thought it would be fun to stamp some letters on them. So I think I'm going to go get them and play around with that. Doesn't that sound like fun? Painting a beautiful copper picture for my sister. Oh, how lucky is she, Anita? That's wonderful. I love to see it. I hope you post it or send it to me. Sometimes people post like I post and you might not see my posts. So if you ever want me to see something, share it with me. So I love to see what everybody's working on. I love to see art. Oh, Eileen, I'm using, they're called R&F pigment sticks. So they are, they're oil pigments made by R&F is the name of the company. And they just kind of loosen me up a little bit. I love how creamy they are. I add them, for a little bit of spontaneity. Like I try to let some of them show through in the end. It's just a fun, extra spontaneous layer to the painting. Something in copper. Well, that sounds like fun. I don't know if I have any. I'd need reference for something in copper. I've never tried painting copper. I can't even think if I have anything that is copper at my house. Copper. Maybe a candlestick. I don't have much copper. But it would be fun to paint a shiny surface like that. Oops. I think that's probably about enough of these, huh? Oh, I want to do a little bit of my this blue that I love. Have you ever tried the pigment sticks with acrylic? Well, these wouldn't work because they're oil-based. So, no. But I would love it if there was something like this to use with acrylics. There may be that I don't know about yet. Because I love adding extra texture into my acrylic paintings. I don't know know if I have any more of them here. I did another bird this week that's on my website that's so cute. All right, I think that's good. Yeah, the acrylics are fun. It's a whole different feel. Like, it's a whole different way of mixing colors and thinking about colors. I still love the creaminess of oil paint. But the fun thing of acrylics is it dries right away, so you can change your mind and change something completely, like on a whim. And sometimes it feels good to do things on a whim without planning too much. Although, I don't know, I tried these little Sennelier oil sticks. They're waxier, and I tried them on, I did this great big, no wait, can I show it to you? I'll show you. This is, my studio is nothing beautiful, so forgive me. But, so this is one that I did with the acrylics, and I love like the textures and stuff in there. It's so fun. But then I had also done this one at Christmas time, and there are some of the Sennelier sticks in here, and they feel like they're starting, they're, at Christmas time I felt like this wasn't dry, but now it's starting to feel dry, that I could probably varnish it, but still is a little bit, not quite. So it might not be a good combination, but those are two fun big ones that I was working on. There, this little road trip. Thank you. Oh, this is what I was doing. I set my stuff down and off I went. Forgot. Okay, so I need some greens. I did lemons yesterday. And these are some of the colors I had left over. I did a little bit of purple in it too. Maybe I'll do that today. A little purple. Definitely need a little purple. Okay. Whoops. Okay. So, I'm using sap green, and I'm going to lighten it with some yellow. I think this. Okay. Now let me see. Okay. Oh, varnish. How soon after? Judy, if it's an acrylic painting, you can varnish it like the next couple. I just wait a couple days. And I was playing around with deciding if I like gloss varnish or matte varnish. And I'm not sure what my answer is to that. I tried both. I thought the gloss maybe was a little too glossy, but I liked how much it brought out the color. And then the matte varnish was a little lackluster maybe. So then I was thinking maybe next time I might play around with mixing gloss and matte and see what that does. I'm having fun experimenting with it all. Oh, my white's terrible. Let me put out a little more white here. I need some new paints. Yeah, oil paints, I don't varnish for a long time. Is that what you were asking me about? Satin, that's a good idea. Well, I've been using like matte medium. I use this, I don't know if they have like a satin. This is like for glazes. I don't know. I don't have to look into that. I'm glad you think it. I think it's relaxing too, in all honesty. Painting is the most relaxing thing. I could mix colors all day too. All right. Let's get this bright yellow down here. That's a nice color. Mix some green in with that. This yellow feels a little, I want to say it feels leggy, and I think I have some flake white in there. I think flake white's one of those colors that's supposed to be really unhealthy. So I don't use it very often, but I have some, and it's just wonderfully creamy. I want to not like it, but I do. And that's minty green. That's kind of fun. What do you think are your favorite colors to mix? Julian, I'd say probably pinks. I love pinks. I'm going to make that a little more neutral. I think that might have been too garishly bright. Although it's fun. Put a little bit of this in here and see what it does. Yeah, that's nice. Gamblin Flake White Replacement is fun. Oh, Gamblin Flake White Replacement. Let me write that down. I don't even know about that. And is that really like wet? Gamblin Flake White Replacement. Thank you. As if I'll find that. Look, here are all my notes. I write myself notes all the time. They're written all over this. And in the middle of the night, I'll be thinking about something. I'll come down and look, and I'll remember where I wrote it on this crazy piece of paper. You guys, anything like you? Do you guys do that too? Like, I can never remember things, but if I write it down, I don't remember the thought. I remember where I wrote it, and then I can go find it. Yeah, Judy, it does. It does reflect my love of pink. Pink is so happy. All right, that's good. I didn't have enough of an in-between. And if I want to mute these greens, I could add some red. To think about that. And then I need my dark, that's that in-between. I always like to use some I like to use some ultramarine blue in my shadows. I'll do a little bit of purple too. Might need some purple in the highlights. Okay, I'm ready. Might be a bit more stiff. Add a drop, of safflower oil. That's a good idea. I don't think I have that kind of oil. I'll have to look. Okay, go back up here. Sorry. Okay, so that's pretty good. All right, I'm going to use the big brush, I think, to start. Yeah, I'm ready for spring weather. I want to be able to sit out on my front porch and watch the day go by. I miss that all winter long. I miss it. I love my front porch. I love watching people walk by. All my neighbors walk by. It's just really nice. I love having a front porch. I do spend a lot of time there in the summer. And it doesn't matter how hot it gets. So I really usually do start putting in my dark colors. Thank you. That looks good for my darks. I think so. You guys have any questions? What do you want to talk about? Sometimes I get quiet when I'm thinking really hard, and like now, I made a little bit of a darker green here to go in with some of the shadowy areas. Boy, I haven't been to Lancaster Central Market is like the place where I go to get so much of my reference for painting, so much of my food, and I am missing it terribly. Good, Colleen. I'm glad you're enjoying it. Yeah, and it's still open. I could still go, but I haven't yet. Do you have anything in particular that you're missing the most with the quarantine? I'm missing going out to like little local restaurants for dinner. It's probably, and going to market are probably my bigger things that I miss. Or is there anything you miss that surprises you that you wouldn't think you'd miss? Oh, the cream puffs. Oh my gosh, they were amazing. Did you make the cream puffs too? They were for Emily's birthday. I don't know if she's still on here listening or not, but. And you know why we made them? It's funny. Not necessarily because Emily likes cream puffs. I don't even know if she ever had cream puffs. But one day we watched, now I won't remember what it's called because I don't watch much TV. I think it was Chopped. And it was an episode that featured Barbarette. It's like a French restaurant that we have here in Lancaster, and he has an amazing pastry shop there. And he won the episode. So, favorite memories are those cream puffs. I love those cream puffs too. So anyway, we watched the episode and we were inspired. We actually went into Barbarette and got some dessert for that day, which was fun. And then we decided we wanted to make cream puffs. So my husband actually made them. I have to give him the credit. I was out for a walk with a friend, and he made the cream puffs, and I just he made the cream too, but I piped it in into the with the pastry bag. That was a nice way to do it. So if anybody wants a recipe, let me know. It was just from Betty Crocker at Betty. She's a good gal. I still like all the recipes in that cookbook. That's such a wonderful classic cookbook. I guess they probably do have it online, but it would be a nice, like wedding gift. I know it used to be one. I don't know if it's forgotten or not. But I'm sure that's where I got it, from a shower or something. Trying to look where the shadows are. Anita said my mom used to make cream puffs. Wonderful memories. Yes. Yeah, same. My mom and my stepmom. And the best part of the wonderful memory is back then you could eat all you wanted, right? I certainly can't do that now. Back in the day when I would make myself a great big bowl of ice cream. Ellen said, I got us a shower gift too. Yeah, that was such a good classic gift. Lasts forever. Ellen, did you get married in Lancaster? I got married at the Hempfield Church of the Brethren, and then my wedding reception was at the Marriott, or not the Marriott, at the that was silly. Why did I say that? Because that's where Emily works. It was at the oh gosh, now I can't remember what it's called. That's crazy. Is Emily on here? Emily, where was my wedding reception? Oh, you got married in New Jersey. I can't even remember what that place was called where my wedding was. It's terrible how I forget things sometimes. So I feel like I'm sculpting them out. I try to do it like I feel like I'm pushing and pulling. My girls got married at St. Leo's. That's nice. Girls. Oops. Let me clean off my brush a little bit. That little, I might have to go to a smaller brush, but not yet. I like forcing myself to use the big brush. I think it keeps it looser. And I like to see the brush strokes. So even though I'm feeling like I want to go in there and get some detail, I'm going to try not to. Receptions at Ben Creek and Drumore Estates. Oh, how beautiful, Alan. I'm sure they were gorgeous weddings. I love that Drumore Estates. Did Renee do any of your wedding cakes for your daughters? You know my friend Renee? I think you said that maybe. Yeah, those are both gorgeous places to have weddings. Yeah, we missed 2 weddings this season that got postponed now until next year. We had a wedding the last weekend in April and the first weekend in May, and they'll both happen, but that's so hard to make all those plans and then wait. But they still have it to look forward to, right? Any mediums. Just in the very first layer, I use this. I use Zest It when I did my first layer. And then when I go back in, now I see this part I missed over here. I don't use any medium. I feel like they're coming out a little bit. Beautiful and delicious cakes. Yes, they are. My favorite cakes. I usually get one for my birthday. I think she gets tired of making them sometimes, but they're so good. And I don't mean tired, not business. You know what I mean. She gets, like, she doesn't feel like making them for no reason. What time is it? 9:34. I'm doing really well. Yeah, Gamsol. Yeah, I don't use Gamsol. What do I use? Every now and then, like if I'm working on a big painting, I'll use this liquid. But I don't use Gamsol. We missed a wedding too, she says. They are making plans for a beach ceremony for 5, now a celebration after the virus. So yeah, this is hungry for carbs. I'm always hungry for carbs. Because we're talking about cream puffs, is that why? Sometimes it's hard to get this little bit of shadow in there to make it look dimensional. I found that I get a little hesitant sometimes with some of my marks, and I don't want to be. Some light here. I like the brush strokes, but I don't want too many brush. Oh, I like that kind of minty color in there. That's fun, isn't it? That is fun. I'm getting paint over here on the side of my canvas. And I'll put it away and I'll forget to check it, and then I'll have lumpy paint over here. And all that paint. I think I need a smaller brush. It'll feel a little wonky. Oh, a little dry and tired. Okay, this works. Have you ever used Zest It? It apparently makes the watercolor. Yes, that's what I use, Zest It. Did I show you that? Just in the base layer, and it does feel a lot like watercolors. I think I'm getting paint on the side of my panel again. That's all right. Now I'll look to see if you guys are writing to me here. I got lost in thought. Now I have to look for my highlighted areas. Sue says, question, because I'm late to the party, what medium do you use? On the base layer, I use this called Zest It. And then I don't use any medium after that. Do you clean your brushes with Zest It too? No, I clean my brushes. So I have this that is in like this little tub. It's called Lavender Brush Cleaner. I use that. I have it in here. I can swirl my brushes if they're driving me crazy and I feel like they need washed. But otherwise, I wash them. That lavender brush cleaner comes in a cake form, and that's what I use to clean my brushes. Like I'll put them in the sink when I'm finished here. I'll put it in the sink in some Murphy's oil soap and let it soak until I get around to having time to clean them, and then I use that cake to do it. Really works nicely and it keeps the brushes pretty nice. I like that little funky bright color, but it's a little dry. Add some more of that in. It smells good. Yeah, it does. It smells better than other stuff, I guess, because it's lavender. It's one of my favorite smells for like essential oils for yoga. I think I might need some more lights. And I want to keep it, whoops, I'm sorry, keep bumping it. I'm having trouble like thinking about where I want my lights and darks. Like this is too much of a stroke right there. I'll soften that. Then I'll get to the point where I'm working too much into the colors and it gets too rigid looking, and I don't want that either. It's that fine balance between having the nice brush strokes that you can see and not having it get too to smooth out together. That makes sense? It's always what I'm aiming for. Sorry about all that noise. Good part here. What my husband's doing up there. Oh, good. I'm glad you're enjoying it. Are my darks dark enough? Are my dark greens? I think I need a little bit more sap green on my palette. Definitely looks green, but there's something dimensionally that I think I'm lacking. It's too, is it too minty looking? Is it too yellow? Maybe it's too yellow. It's too something. Too something. That narrows it down, doesn't it? Never want it to be too something. I'll push this one back a little more. That helped a little bit, I think. It's getting there. It's oil. Yes, oil. Sorry. I'm stepping back and looking at what you're seeing. I don't like this. Ooh, this is too light right here. I think it's getting close. I'm getting close. Okay, I may have to make margaritas. I know, right? With those inspiring limes. Darker on lower lime. Okay, I would never have guessed the lavender for highlights. You just see that in the photo. Formula Warm and Cool choice. Does Zest it dry faster? I don't know if Zest it dries faster. I do think this liquid does, though. If you add liquid in, I think that helps it dry faster. And lower down here, you think it needs to be darker. I think that's what you mean. Take a look at that. And what question did I miss? I missed a question. Yes, margaritas. Was that the question? Oh, why I picked purple. I don't know. I just thought it would be fun. I try to do that sometimes, like add something in for no reason other than that it's unexpected and a fun surprise, I guess. Oh, wait, I want to do this first. And this should be darker. Yeah, zested. Okay, I answered those. it all. Oh, I want that little nub thing at the bottom. I missed that. I love that little. That makes all the difference right there. And this needs a little bit of that too, because that's what that little back end of the lime is so important to making it look like a lime. So what do you think? Are we close? Yeah, the margarita is a great idea. Might need to have one of those this weekend. Well, that might have gone a little wonky. I think, let me see. Key lime pie. I think you can only, like where I live, you can only get limes for key lime pie certain times of the year. And I'm feeling like this probably isn't one of those times. But that does sound good. I've never made key lime pie. Maybe we should all like make the vintage recipes like the cream puffs that we did this weekend. Tell you, they were so good. That's what it needed. It needed a little spontaneous color, I think. That helped. Okay. Where do I get my images? Oh, I try to take them all, either take my images myself or ask people if I see something that they've taken a photo of, if I can use it. So like this one, I think I took at a place called Ritz Market, which is an outdoor market right near where I live that's only open on Tuesdays. And in the summertime, it's like crazy busy. And it's fun just to go there and people watch, really. But I think that's where I took this photo last summer. We were probably getting limes for margaritas. We make our little signature cocktail on our street is called the Linden, and it's like a lime gimlet with lime. It's lime and mint. It's so good. I'm sure you talked about, but I listened to your interview on the oh, good. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Thank you. It's nice to hear. Yeah, that's what I needed, Anita. I think I needed that little extra random color. And now I have to decide if I'm finished. Because I might be. And I don't want to put down, mess anything up. Because that's what I feel like I'm going to do now. So maybe we're going to call it finished. Because once I start thinking about something too much, then I end up putting the wrong color down or something, and then I wish I would have stopped. And that was weird. Let me. Yeah, I think I'm fussing over it now. That was good though. I do always think that it would be fun to play with doing, and it's sort of what I've been doing with the acrylics, is playing around with putting down transparent washes, glazing. I think that would be really fun to learn. There, that's better. Okay, I think I'm going to sign it. I think it's time to sign it and go to work. Okay. Show it to you. And then I will save this video. There's my reference. And there's my painting. And then there's my palette. I'll turn this around. So thanks for coming and hanging out with me today. And I will do it again next week because I love doing this. And talking to all of you guys. Mojitos. Yum. Merci. Au revoir. Thanks for coming. And I'll post it on YouTube and on my website in my blog. Go check that out. And follow me on YouTube too, because I'm trying to get up to 1,000 followers on there. Is that Chinese marker for signing? Oh, it's called a Kemper wipeout tool. Oh, here it is. I'm showing it on the other side. It just has a pointy little rubber edge. And because my painting's wet, I just sign right in there. You're welcome. Thanks for coming. Goodbye, Ellen. Goodbye, Sandy. All right. See you next week.